Okay, guys, today we visit Jimmy Frankie Propellers in Fort Lauderdale. It's a company specialized in the service, the maintenance of propellers, especially in this particular case, inboard propellers. Remember that we have three types of propellers: propellers in nickel, propellers in stainless steel, and propellers in aluminum. Also, there are plastic propellers, but we are going to analyze basically the metallic propellers. Nickel is a bronze alloy, naval alloy. Stainless steel is series 316, and also the aluminum propellers. In this particular case, in Jimmy Frankie's propellers in Fort Lauderdale, they repair propellers, they balance propellers, huge propellers for big boats, pleasure boats. In this particular case, I visit the facilities. This is the tool where they put the propeller and they prepare the propeller for reparation. We are going to analyze in this video clip the procedure to verify the angle of the blades, the procedure to repair the blades, with special jigs and patterns that they have specialized for those purposes. And we are going to analyze the procedure to weld special welding techniques with MIG, with TIG, with the oxyacetylene, and the procedure to polish the propeller before the propeller be installed in the boat. This is one of the jigs that they have to change the angle of the propellers. Exactly. This is a special tool, and this is the sensor. You see, this is the sensor. They rotate the propeller with the hand, and they verify with this sensor if all of the blades touch the sensor at the same in the same position, indicating that the angle of the blade is appropriate. Exactly, that's the sensor to verify the distance of each blade. Okay, and now we are going to analyze the jigs and the pattern. You see, this is a metallic pattern in steel in the bottom, and this is the propeller. They have millions of patterns and jigs. You see in the stands in the back, depending on the propeller diameter, the manufacture of the boat, they have the different jigs, molds, and patterns to verify the angle of the propeller. Once they select the pattern, they put the propeller over there, and with hammers in copper, hammers in rubber, hammers in aluminum, they punch the propeller, and also with the torch, with the oxyacetylene, and they preheat the blades of the propeller, and they punch the propellers carefully against the metal of the metal of the jig. This is an special, exactly. This is the shape of the jig, and this is the propeller. And those are the tools, the dollies, and the hammers: copper, rubber, plastic, aluminum, soft metal to protect the blade of the propeller. You see, this is another jig. In those holes, in those small holes, enter the jig appropriate per each angle. Yeah, and those are the hammers in bronze, in aluminum. Yeah, this is the exactly. This is the jig. They put the jig over there, and this is the center, the shaft for the center of the propeller. You introduce the propeller here in the shaft, and the blades are in front of the jig. And now with the hammer and the torch, they preheat the blade of the propeller, and with the hammer they straight the blade of the propeller. After that, the propeller pass for other machine to verify if the angles are okay with the sensors, and after that they align the propeller, static and dynamic. Okay, those are the patterns. There are millions of patterns, different angles according with different manufacturers and different boats. Yeah, different patterns according with the angles, according with the propeller manufacturer and the boat manufacturer. And after that, this is the machine. This is the machine. The center of the propeller enter here in the middle, and this is the sensor to verify that the angle of each blade is the appropriate angle. Okay. This is another machine exactly for the same purpose. This is a huge company. And here is the other one. This is that one was rectified, and now with the sensor, they try to verify if the angles of the propeller are according with the original specifications. Great. Exactly this one. If you can see in the left side, this is the sensor to verify if of the blades touch that sensor at in the same position. And this is the machine to verify is exactly similar to the machine used to verify the balance of the wheels. When you visit the shop to balance the wheels of your car, it's a similar machine to verify the angle of each blade. In this particular case, this program is to verify the angles with the sensors if the blades, all of them, they have the same angle. Great, no? And those are the hammers, the dollies, different hammers in copper and bronze alloys, aluminum alloys, steel, rubber, plastic, to punch the propellers against the jig. And this is the machine with the sensor to verify the angles of the blades of the propeller. Great. Those are the dollies, the hammers, the tools used for that purpose. Okay. And now we are going to analyze the dynamic balance of the propellers. This is another machine. It's pretty similar to the machine used to balance the wheels of your car. They basically remove material from the other blades until all of those blades be in balance, in dynamic balance. Okay, those are propellers. After the dynamic balance, they painted, and those propellers are ready to be installed in the boat. Yeah, those propellers are ready. Okay, and this is in this moment the guy is preparing the computer to balance a propeller. Is checking in the software what is the measurements recommended in this particular case for a 5-blade propeller. Okay, and this is the machine. It's exactly the same like the machine used to balance the wheels in your car. Yeah, you remember that? And this is the equipment. This is the dynamic balancer, and those are the sensors. They run the propellers at 2,500 RPMs, pretty similar to the original operation of the propeller in the boat. Remember that the propellers are spinning in between 800 RPMs until 2,000 RPMs. Normally, the gear ratios of the transmission is in between 1.8 to 1 until 2.1, 2.2 to 1. Okay, what is the meaning of that? If the engine is running at 200 RPMs, the propeller, if the gear ratio is 2 to 1, is spinning at 1,000 RPMs. According with the engine RPMs, they program the computer, and this is the dynamic balancer. After that, the propeller is ready to be painted like this and sent to the customer. Okay, now we are going to visit other places of the facility to verify other equipment. Yeah, this propeller is ready. They verify the measurements, they paint it, and the propeller will be ready to install in the boat again. The paint is a special paint, anti-fouling paint. This particular equipment is a hydraulic press. You see hydraulic actuators on top and bottom, because in some cases with the hammer it's not enough to straight the angle of the blade, and with a couple of hydraulic actuators they bended the blades because this is a heavy, huge propeller. Okay, this is a nice facility. Once again, it's in Fort Lauderdale in South Florida, specialized in inboard propellers. This is a special day. They have a visit. They have a special event. For that reason, I record this video. Repairing the propeller with welding. That's the welding area. Look at the welding. In this section, they use MIG thick, and oxyacetylene. Of course, those are welders with a good experience in this type of alloys. This is a nibral. You remember that alloy, nickel bronze alloy. Those propellers, the surface, the hardness of the surface is superior than steel, and weld those materials require special equipment and professional welders. The welders specialized in this type of alloys have a special training to select the proper rod of metal, and the temperature of the welder, and the speed of the welding procedure. This is a great profession, welding. In the marine industry, the payment is good. Look at the quality of those welds. They recover the blades, and after that they polish. We are going to check later the polishing equipment. They have all the tools in this area. Once again, this is the MIG and thick equipment, and also with oxyacetylene, they bended the blade. This is a great job, great quality. After that, they polish, and they painted, and they balance dynamically the propeller. Yeah, those are the propellers ready to be installed in the boat. This is Jimmy Frankie's propellers in Follow the Rail. Now we are going to check other type of propellers. Propeller with the possibility to replace the blades. This is great because you don't need to remove the propeller and install other propeller with a different pitch when you want to change the pitch of the propellers. You remove only a ring cover on top, and you replace the blades because you slide the blades in the hub. This is exactly the situation in the boat. Exactly, this is the hub, and those are the blades that you slide in those splines. Exactly, you replace those blades with different angles, and this is the ring. This is the central ring on top. There are one in the bottom, other on top, to avoid that the blades goes out during the movement of the boat. That's the hub with the rings, one on top, other in the bottom, and those are the blades, interchangeable blades. Great, no? This is the other hub, and this is a folding propeller for sailboats. Yeah, this is the hub. As you can see, that the ring is on top with the screws over there. You see 5 screws. Okay, you remove the screws, you remove the ring, and you introduce the blades in the hub. This is a nice technique. It's used in modern boats. Okay, now we are going to talk about the process to polish. After the welding process, after the rectification of the blades, after the balance, the propeller could be polished with special stones. Exactly, those stones, conic stones, they have a different grit, exactly like the sandpaper. Other grit, you submerge the propeller, and for vibration, those stones polish the propeller, and at the end of the process, the propeller will be like a mirror. Yeah, this is all the other grade, and the last one. You introduce the propeller in the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and finally you have the propeller completely polished. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy this video clip.